Hello there everybody, how you guys doing? Today here, I'm gonna make like a little video here today. This is gonna be a Devil May Cry video, as of course you can see, it's not a stream or anything. I'm not gonna stream today, by the way, to let you guys know. But anyways, today here, we're discussing Vergil. Yep, Vergil here. He came out like about 3 days ago, and I've been playing the hell out of him, knowing the ins and outs. And I think I kind of know a lot of things, and I can kind of give you this video kind of tips and tricks of how to play as him and know some of the moves. So yeah, look at this, it's just awesome. And I did a stream like a couple of days ago. I streamed Devil May Cry 5 with Vergil. If you guys didn't know, Vergil, he made his first appearance in the first game, and he'd been making a return in the third game, became his own character, become beloved, and he was playable in that game. And then the special edition of Devil May Cry 4, he was returning as a playable character, and at the time DMC4 Vergil was literally out of control. I remember how out of control he is in 4 and how crazy he is. You saw guys my gameplay, if you can see my gameplay on the video. I'll put a link to the description to the video and how crazy it is. And here we are. Today is the 18th of December, so it's been 3 days since this man came out. And there he is, in the flesh. No mods, anything, just the man himself is here. So, what's video entail? Well, this video entails how, tips and tricks and moves that hopefully should aid you in your quest for power with this man. So, of course, with Vergil, has his standard move, for example, like his standard combo, and like those combos, DMC4 combos. So we got those, but we're not talking about these. No. We're talking about the new moveset and how they are and how I feel about them. So let's start with the Yamato. So the first new move is this move, back forward triangle. This move is really one of my favorite moves I use, and I've been using this move quite a lot. As you can see, it stuns the opponent on contact. Let's do it again. Doing that by back forward triangle, as you can see, they get knocked down on the floor for some more attacks, like this. Just say like this. Like that, like some type of combo like that. So, like that, some type of combo. So, really good move, I really love it. And another thing for Vergil he has is his dodges, well, by pressing circle and directional button. So, if you have the enemy to attack me. So, yeah, excuse me, let the opponent attack me a little bit here. So, let me demonstrate the dodges. As you can see, it builds gauge on. It gets you some extra gauge. As you can see, it builds your concentration gauge a lot easier. Really handy move. Really handy move. And if you master it pretty well. Alright, it's back to turn it off. Not back to off. It's one of the first moves. One of the fewer moves. It's a really good move. Even with that move, you can cancel it with a judgment cut right after, or do this. Like that, some type of combo like that. So you can just, do it. It's a pretty good move. Now for the next move, is the judgment cuts, which is this move, of course, Vergil's trademark move. Now we all know the regular one and this one. Don't move. Like the. You're finished. Oh, excuse me. This one, the perfect one, or the just frame, like he has in number 4. Well, here comes literally the most strongest move that Vergil has, and it's kind of hidden. You can do multiple judgment cuts like it was as a boss fight. Okay, now I need you guys to look at the control. Look at my controller here. So watch. As you can see, all I had to do is press the triangle button in the animation of doing a judgment cut, and as soon as he does it, hold and release it. You have to get the timing correctly. You can do 2, you can do like 3. If you can do 4 if your concentration gauge is full. Just let you know. It's a really strong move, and I highly recommend using the move. It's really handy for higher difficulties and for Blade Palace. It is very, very handy. And if you guys saw the last video I did in the stream, I used the move a lot, and it's very, very, very damaging. It's just insane. And as well, Vergil has his own Helmbreaker with the Yamato. As you can see here, it bounces off the opponent for a juggle. Literally can just do this. As like if I do this, for example, like that, for example, you can do combos with it. It's very, very, very good move, and really good move, to be honest. It's really bouncy, and you can just deflect some. You can parry. It works as a parry. It works as a parry attack. Sorry about that. Really good move, and Yamato is really good in this game. You know, you have your typical, you know, I think it's called Rising Sun. What's this move called again? The Rising Star is a really good move, as always. It's really good, and Yamato is pretty strong, especially with this move right here. Is very good. The Judgment Cut, the multiple ones, is really handy. Now for the next weapon, the Beowulf. Look at the design of the Beowulf. It's really good design. So with Beowulf, you have your typical combos. Combo 1, your Starfalls, your Kick 13s, you know, your combos number 2, your uppercuts, all that stuff. Now, here comes a move that people do not know, is you can do the Rising Sun. The Rising Sun is a returning move. It's not on the playlist. What you need to do is, you need to do the Kick 13, which is back forward triangle, and hold the triangle button or the melee button like this. Boom, look at that. If you hold the triangle, you do a Rising Sun as a follow-up. You can do like this, or like this. And you can go for a combo straight after. I'm not doing this at the end, but just look cool. I don't know, just look cool. Pretty good move, pretty good move. Alright, with the Force Edge, or sorry, the Mirage as they call it in this game. It has just like the Force Edge, nothing too special about it. The dive, you got your round trips. As you can see, the round trips are not like as effective as it was in 4. In 4 it was very effective. Oh yeah, by the way, there's another move you can do is if you can if you lock on and press the taunt button. Remember when you taunt with Dante, he says something. I watch this.
Have you decided which one of you will die first?
As you can see, what it does is it sends a summon sword so the enemy can juggle. By the way, sorry when like on Dante must die difficulty because I'm playing through difficulty. It's really good. Really good way to move if you stay away from the start. For example, if you're far away from like this.
Have you decided?
And go like this.
Which one of you will die first?
So you can see, and then you can go ahead and do some combos. Like that, something like that. Amongst those lines, it's really good. So, you know some of these moves, and really handy moves. Alright, now for the other moves. Let's get to the spicy moves right now. So, my DT is full, and my concentration gauge is full. Now, let's get to the other moves. most notably the DT and gauge system. The gauge system, of course, was from Devil May Cry 4, and they make a return here in this one, and this one's much more effective than it was in 4. Or kind of acts like the same. So, for example, let's get, hold on, before we continue, look at my concentration gauge up, and I think just get my DT up. Alright, let's get my doppelganger out. So this is my doppelganger mode. As you can see there, you know, Vergil is like doppelganger, and you can just do whatever you want. You can do this. This is just normal. Or you want to do it hasty, which is basically a bit, you know, aggressive. And you hit first and you hit back, or you can do is like this. You can make it, you know, be, I don't know, it's a little faster than you. This one, kind of before. This one with it, and you can just press down on the D-pad to, you know. So you can use the D-pad like this, basically. Like that, basically, and you can just turn it off like that with a quickness. So yeah, so here comes the other move that's like is really good move is the block move. Yeah, the block. You can block attacks in this game with Vergil, and if I can get the enemy to attack me, and let me put this to gauge number 1. So it's like kind of a tips and tricks kind of here, kind of video in a way. Hope it helps you out. So as you can see, let me get my gauge up real quick. I don't know if my gauge is up. That's how you block. Just to press the R1 button to block it. It does consume your gauge. And if you get to level 2, you can parry. But I think you can only parry projectiles. So let me just get myself a bat, or a hell bat. Where is it? Where's the bat? There's a riot. Which one's the bat? Nobody. There you go, Hellbat. Should get a Hellbat. Hope we can do this. Because you can only do this, the parry, with, of course, the projectile type enemy. So let me just lock on. Voila, you see? And it can parry. As you can see. And of course it stuns off the opponent for some contact. So that's how you parry. You can only parry projectiles, I think, with this. You cannot parry moves, unfortunately. Which is kind of unfortunate, personally. I wish you could counter moves, but you can counter just only projectiles, so yeah, you can just knock them back. Alright, let's put this to level 2 and unlimited. Okay, that's good. That's what actually people like to get the block button. Now for the special type moves. Now for the special moves. There is totally, I think, a total of 4 special moves in the game. We have, first of all, with the Yamato, we have
You shall die.
Shortcut End. And of course, it deals a lot of damage and causes the opponent. As you can see, it's like 500, 750 damage. Now, you can do, the good thing about Vergil makes him overpowered is you can do these special moves while you're in human form. You don't have to go in Sin DT to do them. You can go in Sin DT if you want to, but still the same. But if with human Vergil, if you do these moves, you will sacrifice all your Sin DT, and you have to get your concentration high. So you gotta need to use it sparingly and try to use it in the right timing. Because if you use it in the wrong timing, enemies will, of course, will remove it, and they will, of course, hit you, and you'll be out of the animation. So, yeah, I recommend doing it with DT mode. Okay, so here comes the Beowulf one.
Now I'm a little motivated.
Very deadly move, and it's a really good move. And we got Force Edges.
There is no escape.
It's a really good move. It's really awesome. It's like kind of a super singer. It's kind of a vortex. It's a really good move. Sorry about that. Sorry about my nose. It's just running a little bit. Excuse me about that. I'm really apologizing for that. And what else to say? Now next up is the next up is the Devil Trigger itself. What you can do is, with Vergil, his DT, if you if you sit still and do this
is power.
As you can see, with Vergil's DT, which looks cool as fuck. Of course, you can do a lot of stuff. It has double trigger explosion, and you can do other moves like that.
My power shall be absolute.
It does the same damage. It's not, I think, not too much damage. I think it does kind of does the same damage in a way. So, and you can as well spawn your doppelganger as well.
Your nightmare begins.
So you can see. You can literally just learn the ways on the opponent. And of course the summon swords are all the same. The heavy swords, spiral swords, and the swords on the enemy. So it's all still the same. And plus he has like an air taunt, which is this one. He has like an air taunt, it's kind of an attack. See? It's like an attack basically. So let me just get my gauge up a little bit. And of course, his big move, the V move, which is you can press the R1 button and on the enemy, rotate it, push circle, boom.
Taking my time.
I think it will be effective with more enemies on the screen, and it's really damaging. It's a really good move. It's not that effective. I don't find using it. Like I said, you're sacrificing. This one you sacrifice a concentration gauge for a big move, and yeah, if you need to do this move, you gotta be careful doing it as well. Can knock out animations because these enemies with cleavers. You gotta be careful with these enemies. You gotta be really careful of how to deal with them and all that stuff. So yeah. You gotta be really, really careful. And I think that's basically it for like Vergil, like the new moves and what his stuff he has. I hope that actually helps you out. If it did help you out, that's pretty good. The judgment cuts, the multiple ones, and of course the rising sun. That's those people who want some help or a bit of, guide before, they start getting Vergil. And for those people who got Vergil and doesn't know these moves, now it's a chance to get them. For example, the Kickstarter, you have to buy it. You have to buy Judgment Cut to do the Judgment Cut move and this move right here and the dodges. It's really good. And as well, if you can look closely, the dodges are more effective when you have more gauge. And if you can practice it, it'll be good. It's a really good move. I like the whole dodging. It's really good. As well, of course, if you can do, like I said, sorry, enemies DT, because if you do that move, enemies will, of course, will do that. You got your air stingers and all that shit. All the same moves, but they add some new moveset, which is kind of cool. It's kind of pointed out. So yeah, that is all I had to say about Vergil. And if you guys like this video and you find it helpful, please subscribe. So subscribe to the channel. I'll do like more videos. If you guys want me like to, I might do a separate video how to deal with Furies. I'm gonna try to know how to deal with them without, you know, consuming DT or concentration gauge at all. I'll try to know how to like the parry and all that. It just gives me just trying to jump on the enemy's head and start building style points. It's just funny. Enemy step, of course, very handy. I don't use it much, but pretty handy. Damn, the enemy's kind of bit, you know. Sorry. Hold on, can I just do? Hold on, before I leave. Hold on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just freaking like, just hit canceling. Hell yeah. Anyways, yeah, this video's gone on a little too long, so yeah. I would hopefully the next video I can make is showing you how to defeat Furies on higher difficulties even. It's just because, you know, the enemy is a goddamn nightmare, an enemy is a goddamn pain in the ass to fight. That's Vergil. With Dante is really easy. All you gotta do is just you know, just use the Balrog, flame attack and shit. It's really handy, but this one's gonna be a bit of pain. So yeah, that's it all, and hope you guys enjoyed watching. And yeah, peace.